If you don't know what you want to do in your life, it is okay. If you don't know where you're at right now, what's going on, if you just feel confused in life, that's okay, and that is part of the process. My name is Aria Carter, and I am here talking about self-help, spirituality, just sharing all of the things that I've learned. So yeah, let's get into it. And just, this is a very important topic to me because I remember when I was in like the end of high school, like going into college, it was just such a confusing time because the world, your parents, your family, your peers, they just expect you to know what you want to do and have it all figured out. And if you're like me, I first of all didn't know, and I second of all, or like I knew what I liked to do, which was like I was into spirituality, self-help, all of that, but it wasn't really, society didn't really make it seem like that was a possible route for me to go. Like there's such an obligation to do specific things, to, you want to make your parents proud, you want to like look good from the outside, but you don't ever have to settle. You don't, just because your parents want you to go to college, just because so and so wants you to do this, wants you to do that, if it's not resonating in the heart, it's okay to say no. And I understand that it can be really hard to say no, and it can be like a hard, like, it's like this big like obstacle right in front of you. But once you get over that obstacle of like fear of disappointing yourself or others, then you can just do whatever you want, honestly. And it's great. It's a great thing to be able to do whatever you want to do. It's a good feeling. But I had something else I was about to say. Okay, I remembered what I was going to say. So once I left college, I was in this phase where I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. And like I would really stress myself out because it was just a really confusing phase. I didn't really know who I was anymore. Like everyone from the outside was like, hey, like you need to figure out a job. You can't wait tables your whole life. You can't do this your whole life. And I'm like, do you not understand? I don't know what I want to do. And yeah, so there's a lot of frustration in that. And I would even beat myself up for not knowing what I want to do, which is such a silly thing to beat yourself up for. Like I can't help that. So eventually, it's become more conscious to me now, but at the time I was just kind of taking it step by step, and eventually I got to the point where I'm at now. But eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to work on myself. I'm going to work on loving myself because frankly, I don't love myself. I'm going to work on changing my life. I'm going to work on changing my patterns. So instead of searching for a specific career, a specific job, I just went within. I just went internally. And it's been a long process for sure. I guess like the process of spiritual awakening, the process of just the self-love journey in general. And as I grew more and more love for myself, my path kind of became clearer and clearer because I was making decisions, and I am making decisions that root in a place of love and not a place of self-hatred or a place of fear, a place of fear of my own thoughts, fear of other thoughts. Now I'm doing genuinely what I want to do. I am following my heart, and I am taking risks and just not following that specific structure, that like the matrix structure that's kind of built for us, because frankly I can't. I just, it's not for me. And if you're watching this, it's probably not for you. And if it's not for you, that's okay. There is a community out there that will support that. I will support that. I will support your wildest dreams, dude. Seriously, like I believe anything is possible. I know anything is possible. And as you embark on that spiritual journey and you just keep going forward and forward and forward, it is hard, but it is so worth it because you unlock the ability to truly create whatever reality you want for yourself, which is a pretty cool ability if you ask me. So if you don't know what you want to do, surrender to not knowing and instead look inward and just focus on yourself, create that love within yourself. Make your only goal learning to love yourself and creating an unconditional love for yourself, from yourself. And I promise, everything will unfold. The universe will provide the answers to your questions. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I do want to say in my my little description section underneath, I do link my Instagram and my Patreon. So my Patreon, I'm creating kind of like a self-love guidebook on there. It's especially great for those of you who are at the beginning of your journey. And I just share pretty much everything I've learned along my journey, because a lot of it I had to learn the really, really hard way, just like having no clue what I was doing, which most everything you do have to like do yourself and experience yourself, but it really is a guide, and it's also an explanation for like why you might be feeling such dark energy in your path, and just like explanations for different things. Yeah. It's super helpful. If you would like to go check that out, I would be honored. And also, if you check out my Instagram, Tantraria313, I share a lot of my writings, a lot of like poems, a lot of just basically just like raw feelings, the raw emotions of the healing journey that a lot of people don't talk about. Yeah, it's all on there. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. Mwah. Love you.